It is no mystery now that I am disabled. I have been this way for 11 years. I've never realized how insensitive non-handicapped people could be until I no longer was one. I was guilty of parking a little over the line a few times. However, I never realized how few spots there were for disabled until I was crutches or wheelchair bound and needed them. I know how annoying it can be during the holidays, shopping and stuff, to have to park way far out, but it's even worse when you're handicapped plaque and you still have to park far out. So I would just like for all of you to focus on not parking in the spot next to the handicap spot, if you could. Park in the 4th or 5th spot from the handicap spot and get a few steps in. Your doctors will agree that inactivity is a potential cause for many preventable conditions such as heart disease and obesity. We are all aware that the weight we gain during the holidays. So you could counteract that by parking a few spots away from the marked handicap spot and get some exercise in before you feast. And you could also build up some muscle. This may take 5 extra minutes from walking due to parking a few more spots away. You could be able to enjoy those extra desserts this time during your holiday dinner without stressing about not being able to fit into those favorite jeans. Or, you could feel my vehicle is way too nice to be parked so close to another car just to get it dinged by a car door or a shopping cart. Other cars in the parking lots, along with shopping carts, aren't always properly put away and will ding your car doors. According to Geico.com, your insurance policy will only cover dings if you have full coverage, which can be quite pricey. Have you ever dropped someone off near the front door just because you didn't want them to have to walk so very far the distance that you were going to park? My spouse does that for me all the time. It's so sweet and loving. However, I have a handicap plaque again, and those spots are always taken. So when I'm alone and this happens, I must park further away from and walk to the door. You may not always get to the sales before the other person, but you're being caring by dropping that person off. Someone you know or care about may be disabled or handicapped and need to park close to the door of the building. As I've stated, I'm handicapped, and I've been this way for a while, and I've played Find the Blue Spot for 11 years now. According to drhandicap.com, there is only 1 disabled spot for every 25 regular spots. I will give up my handicap spot and even park further out because it is such a struggle, even when I'm on crutches, to find a spot closest to the door that I don't want anyone who's on crutches or in a wheelchair to have to struggle the way that I did. The only cost to me is I have to look for another spot, but the satisfaction I get from knowing that it was the right thing to do and help another human, it's unmeasurable. Feeling good about yourself for giving to the disabled, getting extra steps in before the holidays, before the big meal, protecting your vehicle from being dinged, or dropping off that loved one in the front. All of these will take less than 10 minutes with some brisk walking, and the location is in every parking lot in the United States of America. That feeling you get when you have helped someone save your vehicle or shed a few pounds is almost indescribable. These are all the reasons to think of the next time you pull into a crowded parking lot and search for that magical spot, because it just may be the one on the very end under the tree, farthest from your destination. Please think about what I've said next time you go looking for a spot and leave the one next to the handicap open.